Hey guys, it's Quickie Baby and I'm bringing you my first gameplay in the AT2. This is a very interesting game, so hang around. This is the first ever game I played in the AT2 and oh wow, Matchmaker has thrown me in with all the lovely players. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I'm in an absolutely hugely powerful tank, although at this point I didn't really know how to use it that well. So my plan at the start of the game was, okay, let's just chill in base and wait for the game to develop around me and try and dominate the middle. I don't know what's going on here, but I really don't want to be a part of it. This M2 is taking out our, our tier 5 artillery. Now he seems to be making love to it. Okay, you know what? That's cool, dude. I don't judge. You can do what you want. That's fine. Alright, so we've managed to set up our 82 in the bush location. We are playing on Abbey. Yeah, that's what the map's called. So I'm basically trying to look after this T-49 in the middle. But it looks like the T-49 was just wanting to die as it gets taken out very early by the Crusader. So, what do I think of this 82? Well, I knew it was very heavily armored. Oh, well, we've got shots. I'm taking advantage of that Crusader now. Look at the excellent rate of fire here. I didn't expect there to be so much action so early on in this 82 game. But yeah, basically the 82 is very heavily armored. It does have its weak points, aka the cupola on the top, which is the obvious place to shoot. However, there is quite a lot of armor on that cupola. And low tier tanks, literally you can meet tier 3 tanks in this. And they really do struggle to penetrate you. And a lot of the less educated players or less experienced players will just end up shooting the 82 in its turret or in its very thick lower plate. And you can use that to your advantage. So here we're shooting at a Panzer III-4. First one does 81 damage. Okay, that must have been an ammo rack. Fantastic. Stealth ammo rack on the Panzer III-4 there. What a great result. And I can see there's another Panzer IV in the middle. I'm going to position myself. Make good use of this fantastic 57mm. Fair enough, its average damage is only 75, but with 110mm of penetration, that's more than you really need at tier 5 to reliably go through your enemies. This T-49 is, whoa, going for it. We hit him once. We hit him twice, no damage, oh my gosh. Hit him again, no damage, uh-oh. Second damaging hit. I give far too much lead there, that was a really noob shot. And that one was a noob shot as well. Finally we managed to take him out. So the slope there was a bit awkward. When I was turning, the gun was going up and down. It was a bit tricky. But we're able to use the excellent aim time on this tank to be able to keep firing. Take out the T-49 while he was going on his hero run. So this game, surprisingly, for a 41%, seems to be going fairly well at the moment. But they do still have a very good selection of players. Thankfully, that Marder 38T just got taken out. That's a very dangerous tank. Played by a skilled player, that thing could easily carry the game. So I'm just going to chill, you know. It's been going alright so far. We've done 500 damage that we've seen, and a few hundred on the ammo rack on that other tank. But then again, I guess he could have got hit by artillery. But this is very satisfying. We miss our first shell. Second shell tracks him. He repairs and we instantly retrack him. And yeah, not today, Panzer 1C, not today. And that's what's brilliant about the rate of fire on this tank, retracking things. I donked the first shell and I gave a little bit too much lead, but I was really trying to hit the tracks on the lower plate on that PZ-1C. We ended up taking the tracks off and setting him on fire. Now the gun depression in the 82 is not too bad. I know that this M2 executed an artillery at the start of the game, so I really don't want to mess around with him. So I'm just looking for this Crusader. Looking for the shot, looking for the shot. He's going into a position that I hadn't really seen anyone go into before. It's rather sneaky. He's getting good vision out of there. I'm just going to bide my time and pick up the first shot. Oh no, it rolled low. I mean, he's only got 1 health left. Oh my days, that's awful. Oh! And oh gosh, I'm thinking of getting out of here. Every time I stop to aim at the Crusader, he stops coming out. And every time I start going backwards, he pops out. Get more view on me again. I thought he was trying to double bluff me, but he wasn't. Now, I don't want to get hit by the enemy's artillery. And this bush is hopefully giving me a good amount of camo rating. And then we can see the enemy's artillery was spotted, but he managed to shotgun that Type T-34 down. Oh, just critical. Damn, that would have been really nice to be able to pick up some damage on that Panzer IV. Still full health at this stage of the game. A Panzer IV is a great tank. We're just trying to blind fire the Crusader, hoping he was still there, but he wasn't. And oh my word, there's a PZSFL 4 over there. Got to watch out for that. That thing's got a very deadly gun. I think 200 millimeters of penetration, nearly with its standard shells, although I could be wrong. That flak bus, as many people call it. It's not really a flak bus. Well, we're just going to call it the death box. It's absolutely insane, the gun on that. But I decide, hey, he's going to get my artillery. Hopefully this artillery, who I noticed was a fairly good player with a turreted tank, can work with me to take out the German Tier 5 tank destroyer with very, very, very low armor. So that's what I'm hoping at the moment. This Su-26 will play it cool. Yeah, he'll play it cool. He'll come and help me out with the PZSFL. He's cliff dived a little bit. Yep, maybe that Su-26 is going to come help me. Maybe that Su-26 is going to come help me. Maybe that Su-26, you know, will come and help me. Oh no, he's just drowning himself. Are you serious? What's up with that? The guy's played 2,000 games? The game's not even over? And he goes to drown himself when he was in the perfect ambush position? He could have ambushed this PZSFL. I don't even want to go there. But the first shot that hit us, he aimed for my cupola on top of the tank. Absolutely wrecked us for nearly half our health and killed my commander as well. I missed my shots. Let's continue the game. That was quite a nice little clutch one into the PZSFL there, as my scumbag Su-26 drowned himself. Could have really used that derpy gun, you know, on this lightly armored German tank destroyer. But right now, what I'm thinking, just to pause it again, is the enemy have got 3 artillery. I know they're under pressure, but for all I know, there might be an artillery over here still trying to aim at me. I want to pressure this guy down quickly. That's my only chance, I believe. I don't think I can outplay him by using my gun depression because he's got very high penetration. I want to make him panic, and I want to take him out quickly before the artillery can. He's not a bad player. He's played 14,000 games, and he's picked up 3 kills. He knows what he's doing. Let's try and dig him out. So we managed to get him to donk his first shell on us. Let's take a look to see where it bounced. Actually, he shot it straight into our mantlet, and it absorbed the damage. Now we're going round, and oh yes, not today, PZSFL. So I'm trying to juke some artillery here, going forwards and backwards, trying to avoid the shells. Just looking at where that one went in, and yep. Got fairly lucky that we didn't really get taken out by his second shell. I think I just heard an artillery shell whiz over my tank. And this game is really starting to heat up now. And oh god, there's the 1 health Crusader. I did not expect that. What are you doing? Okay. You know what? I'll take that. Thank you very much, Mr. Crusader. I was a little bit annoyed when it happened because, as you can see, the 82 is not very quick. And for all I know, those artillery could be just raining death upon me now. There we go. Oh, thank goodness it missed. Okay, so now you can't see it because my camera's blocking the chat. But I'm telling the T-49 to stay in the bushes at C3. Please, get vision out. I will conquer middle of map. So we'll see if he's going to do that. No, he's on a YOLO run back. I'm just hoping that this T-49 could do some good work with me. Give me some time. We can see what we can do together. So I'm just going to speed up the game a little bit here. We'll get into position. No point in wasting your time. Again, you see me pinging the map like a madman. And that's because really the T-49 needs to be there getting vision. Now the plan for me was, if I can go up here on the left and shoot through these alleys, the T-49, which is a very, very, very stealthy tank and a very, very flexible tank, could be using the bushes at C3 to be getting vision out over their base while I shoot in from here. Now, I decide to knock down this wall because I don't really want them to be able to approach. Knocking down all those trees was very newbie though, looking back on this replay. That's bad that I knocked down all those trees. The artillery could have easily seen that I was there, you know. They could have really been able to pinpoint my location. Not so much shoot me, because it would have been very lucky if they'd hit the shells with these low caliber rounds. But they know my position. It's not rocket science that the 82 would be there when they last spotted the T-49 up on the ridge. So now I'm just waiting for my T-49 friend. Waiting for him to get some spots. We've got their base locked down at the moment. And there we go. That's what we're looking for. Headshot. So, I decide to reverse, then turn my tank to the right and wedge in, try and avoid all shells. Trying to avoid those artillery shells. I know that if I get shot from that direction, then we've pinpointed the artillery and I can ping the map, hopefully for the T-49 to communicate to help us out. So I'm pinging the map now, hoping that the T-49 will work together and he'll attack. He could easily get to the location at B4 now, get below their gun line, and be able to spot up into the map. What I was worried about is that the enemies might be coming down the east. We're trying to encourage him to get some spots. Doesn't seem like he wants to work together. And that's what I was worried about. The enemy's coming down the east. So now I ping back and I start to turn my my lumbersome tank around and try and get into a position where I can defend the gap. The T-49 still hasn't done anything. Now he's started moving. 20 seconds after they started capping the base. At least he's going to come back and he's going to help me out. So, for all intents and purposes, this game should really be lost. The enemies could very easily be chilling all the way at the back and not moving, having good camo rating, and pretty much stop me from spotting them. However, we get fairly lucky. We come out round the corner and wow, what is this priest doing? What a result for us. This priest was a muppet. And we also fire one clutch at the Panzer IV but fail to hit him. So I get shot at as well, which suggests to me that the artillery must be around here somewhere, but maybe it was just the Panzer IV whizzing one in. I tried to communicate to the T-49 that the best way to win this game now is for the T-49 to go and cap. You see me pinging the map? The easy way for us to win right now is for the T-49 to go and cap. But the T-49 doesn't care about that. I decide to get off the slope because I want to help out this T-49, who just gets absolutely owned by the Panzer IV. Oh, what a beautiful snipe into the cupola of that Panzer IV. What a great result for me. Now I decide to slide down this slope. The thing is that I don't want to get surrounded. And oh my god, I didn't expect that. What? There's a sexton above me. Alright. So I try and pull back, aiming for where I think the Panzer IV is going to poke. But then for some reason the sexton comes down, and I think he gets stuck. What a result for me. Okay, so now I know I'm spotted. I can't hang around. I just basically decide, right, I'm spotted by the sexton. I'm not going to dick about. I'm not going to wait for the Panzer IV to snipe into me. The sexton splashes one onto me, doing just about 650 or 70 damage, and then the Panzer IV hits me once. I turn my armor to face him again, and I start to aim at him, just in case he decides to keep shooting. Right now I've loaded some premium rounds, because I really want to win this game. These premium rounds have got 180 millimeters of penetration, which is absolutely huge. And I just decide to fire my money away into the sky. I really want to win this. My first ever game in the 82. I couldn't care that I'm blind firing premium shells up into those bushes. So the game is really heating up now. There's only a minute left in it. I've picked up 7 kills so far. It would not be a Radley Walters because the PZ-1C is a tier 3. But, you know, this is for the game now. Let's try and win this game. So great, we spot the Panzer IV. But he runs away. Very honorable. He's literally running away from me. I don't know what he's thinking. I think he's just scared of the 82 death machine rolling towards him. Now, I think... one thing just to clarify here with my thinking. I kept moving in this direction until I got spotted. I didn't necessarily want to go this way, but I wanted him to think that I was. So I kept going in this direction until I got spotted. As soon as I wasn't spotted anymore, I turned round to try and change my angle to try and counter him, because I thought that he might try and come up behind me. There he was. Let's go after this Panzer IV. Oh, it's on now. It's so close. Oh my gosh. 10 seconds left. We can get him. 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 One. No way. No way. No way. No way. We were literally half a second or a second away from getting the 8th kill in that game and taking out that Panzer IV who played so passively against us and bled out the draw. Oh, it was an absolute heartbreak. And if you want to see my reaction as it happened live, I'm going to put the link to the live stream highlight in the description below, so definitely check it out. Anyway, what a game. It was so entertaining for me, and I really like to take out this low tier British tank destroyer, the 82, for a spin. So anyway, let's take a look at some post-game stats. So here we are, here's the game in the 82. It was a draw, but thankfully, with the new Courageous Resistance, we're able to pick up our Mastery badge for that draw. Lovely. We did end up getting the Top Gun and the Steel Wall, and that cheeky Panzer IV managed to avoid us for the whole game, stopping us from picking up that 8th kill. This is one of the most fun games I've played in a while. I really do like this tank. It's very heavily armored and it's got a really punchy gun. As we can see here, we're able to do 1,882 damage in that game. We got nearly 4 times the experience that anyone else on the team with our Courageous Resistance medal. Getting that Steel Wall, taking 1,600 potential damage, and also getting 54 base defense points. It was a really close game. I think we could have definitely won it if the T-49 had maybe had a bit more of an impact at the end. I did get a little bit lucky that I didn't get killed by that PZSFL, but I think I did the right thing by basically charging him and forcing him to make mistakes. I know I'm not going to bounce off him, but there's always a chance that he can bounce off my 203mm of frontal armor. Anyway guys, I hope this replay was entertaining for you. If it was, please consider rating it down below. I'd really appreciate it. And tell me what you think about the 82. Have you got one of these? Is it one of your favorite tanks? Do you hate meeting these in tier 5 games because they're just so frustrating to take out? Let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.